and sometimes dangerous game abounded in the Arizona Territory. And the fearless Apaches were the most skillful of hunters. But when the hunter becomes the hunted, the most dangerous game of all was cochise.
About through looking?
I was just wondering if you were, that is, I thought,
Stop wondering. I'm Johnny Brett.
Yes, sir. I thought so. The minute I saw you ride into town,
Where you heading?
Just to get Sweeney and Holmes, the two men who sent for you, Mr. Brett. They're in here. Hey, fellas, he's here. This is Sam Sweeney and Bud Holmes.
We don't often have your kind in Dragoon, Mr. Brett.
Did you really gun down them deputies in Abilene like they said?
You talk too much.
I heard you're going to Mexico.
I won't be here long unless we get down to business. They said in Galeyville you wanted to see me.
We got a job for you if you're interested.
I'm here.
Yeah. You see, since that Indian agent Jeffords and Cochise who got the Apaches on a reservation, well, things around here have been a little too peaceable for the good of our business.
These two sell beef and supplies to the troops. You see, they...
Shut up, Dexter.
We got word there's a new general coming into the territory to round up the Apaches. He's been fighting Redskins up in Idaho and Oregon. Maybe you've heard of him. General Crook. Indians call him the Gray Wolf.
Maybe. What's all this to me?
Well, Crook's got to take root somewhere. And for business reasons, we'd like to have him make his headquarters right here in these parts.
The way it stands now, this is the last place in the territory he's likely to come to. But if the Apaches was to cut loose again...
Crook would head this way for sure. When them Chiricahuas start acting up, there's none worse.
We figure there's just one sure way of making them break loose again. Kill off their head man.
Even Jeffords couldn't keep him on the reservation after that.
Look, Sweeney, I'm not too much interested in why. Just tell me who and how much. That's all I want to know.
We told you. It's Cochise.
How much?
Oh, we're offering 500.
You must figure he'll take some killing.
Won't be easy. Oh, well, what I mean is, see, him being Cochise, why...
Look, I'll raise it to 600. Soldiers is good for my business, too.
You know, if I didn't need the cash, I'd turn you down flat. Well, where do we go from here?
Now, it ain't so simple getting to Cochise. You wouldn't stand a chance riding in the stronghold if you could find it.
I wouldn't know Cochise if I saw him. These Indians all look alike to me.
Well, we figured that. So, here's the plan. Cochise comes to Jefford's agency maybe, 2-3 times a week.
Sweeney will take you there. When Cochise shows up, he'll point him out.
Maybe take a day or two, but it's about the only way.
You give Sweeney time to clear out and go to work.
I don't like the waiting part of it.
Got no choice.
How about my pay?
Sure. Half now, and we'll be here to give you the rest when it's done.
And here's mine, Mr. Brett.
You gotta promise us one thing. Jeffords knows Sweeney and me. He gave us trouble before. You gotta keep us out of this.
Yeah, it's a funny thing. That's what they usually say. Oh, all the men that are too scared to do their own killing.
Maybe we better get going.
Now we wait.
Cochise will show up. I'm sure he will.
Well, if he doesn't, it'll be worth losing the other $300 just to get rid of you. Sweeney, I've about run out of time. I plan to be in Mexico by now. The longer I wait, the less chance I'll have of getting there.
We told you it might take a little time, but sure to show up sooner or later.
Better be sooner. I don't aim to spend another night here.
Brett. Brett, he's here. He just rode up. Do you see him?
I see it.
Did you get a good look at him?
Good enough.
All right, go on down there and get him.
If you hadn't been so scared about getting close enough, he'd be dead now.
And let Jeffords maybe get a look at me after you fired the shot? The deal was I didn't get mixed up in this.
Well, then get out of here. You're holding up the show.
Come to our camp, my brother. It is not too far. We will feast on fresh game.
Sounds great, Cochise, but I've got all that paperwork in there.
Morano and I instruct 3 of our young boys in the skills that every Apache should know. The young ones think only of guns. I must teach them more on the bow and arrow before they are forgotten. Come, you have worked too long inside.
I suppose I should take interest in the youth of the Chiricahua Apache.
It is your duty, Agent Jeffords.
Duty comes first. Besides, I'm hungry.
Brett. Brett, what happened? Did you get him? Did you get Cochise?
Not yet.
What do you mean, not yet?
I didn't get him up there.
I didn't think you could. I didn't think anybody could.
I didn't get him up there, so I just might do it here.
What? Do it here?
Yeah, here. He and his friend Jeffords ought to be in town any minute.
Look here, Brett, you promised to keep us out of this.
Here, we'll give you the rest of the money now and you can go.
I took on a job, and I'm going to finish it. Only your way didn't work, so now I'm going to do it my way. Any arguments?
Mr. Brett. Mr. Brett.
Well, Jeffords, Cochise. Brings you down here on a day like this.
Sheriff, someone just tried to kill Cochise. We think he came into town.
Who'll try that?
We don't know. He fired one shot and missed. Cochise caught a glimpse of him. Might be able to recognize him.
We followed him into town. Then we lost his trail in the many tracks on the road.
Well, if he's in this town, there aren't many places he can hide. Come on, let's take a look. Oh, just you, Jeffords. The chief, you stay here.
I was the only one who saw him.
Then you'll be able to identify him if he's here. That's going to take place right in this office. I'm the law in this town, Cochise. I don't aim to have any fighting, especially Indian fighting, especially with you. Now, if anyone out there can't explain themselves, I'll bring them in. But you're going to stay right here, even if I have to place you behind bars to make you stay.
He is right, Cochise. If the man is around and he sees you, he will try again. Maybe this time he will not miss.
I will stay, but not behind bars.
The sheriff and Jeffords are coming this way.
What about Cochise?
Nope, he must be staying in the office.
I'll have to get him out of there some way.
You'll have to face both Jeffords and Cochise. You look out for each other pretty well.
You can still get out the back and we'll stall them.
We look out for each other, huh? Maybe I'll just give him a chance to do that.
take those guns. You didn't have to do that. He was going to hand you his gun. Maybe he was, maybe he wasn't. Anyway, this way's a lot less trouble. Hey, you! Come here. Drag him in the back room. Tie him up while you're at it.
Yes, sir, Mr. Brett.
Brett? That wouldn't be Johnny, Brett. Might be. What's your quarrel with me, Brett? My gun isn't going to beat yours, especially when you have it.
It isn't your gun I want, Indian man.
What?
You're Indian.
Cochise. You tried once before today, didn't you? Why?
Let's just say it's my job.
The sheriff is all fixed out, Mr. Brett.
Good. I've got one more little job for you.
Yes, sir.
Run down to the sheriff's office and tell the big Indian his friend Jeffords is in plenty of trouble. If he wants to see him again alive, you'll have to come and get him. I'll be waiting.
Yes, sir.
Don't do it, Dexter!
You two aren't much good around here. Keep an eye on him. And get the rest of the money ready.
It's Jeffords. The gunslinger's got him. He says if you want Jeffords alive, you're going to have to come and get him. He's in the saloon, Cochise, and Brett's waiting. Mr. Brett.
Come on, Indian, I'm waiting.
Mr. Brett! You won't get at it with your six-gun. Here, use my rifle.
What do you do now, Indian? You got nowhere to go.
Looks like Brett got into more than he thought he would.
Yeah, we might have to do it ourselves after all. How's Jeffords?
He's still out cold.
Might still work out. If Brett doesn't get Cochise, maybe we can. And blame it on Brett.
Cochise. He slipped by Brett.
Now's our chance. Get him. Now, you can get him easy.
I thought the killing was over. As long as there are men like Brett alive, there will always be killing.
Well, by the looks of things, I'd say I missed the excitement.
Holmes and Sweeney hired a killer to get Cochise. Dexter tried to help them.
Johnny Brett. Who would have thought that a top gun like Johnny Brett would have been killed by a man with a bow and arrow?
Sheriff, got to come up to the stronghold sometime. Tell the whole story to the Apache kids. Some of them think that a bow and arrow is a little old-fashioned.